Gulf Orthopaedics, we have two core principles: serve humbly and be the best. So that's our story.
Our vision and our ambition and goals for sports medicine were just so much different and so much greater. It's an opportunity to really go for it and try to build sports medicine and all of the other specialties into what we want it to be.
Dude, what happened? Huh? The fun part about practicing, while we all have different niches or subspecialties, so to speak, practicing in a community like this, is you get to know everybody.
Take it off.
I'm gonna take it off. I gotta make sure you got an arm underneath there. Your patients are your family. You will oftentimes hear me say, if you were my brother, this is what I would recommend, or if you were my mother, I would have you do this. I offer the same ear, the same heart to them as I would to my immediate family.
The practice we came from had a real family mindset. You know, we're one big family. And I think that idea has continued with this much larger group. So that just takes a little time. You got to pay attention to people, and it's not a factory, it's a one patient at a time mindset. The biggest thing, we have a broad range of specialties. We pretty much have everything covered at this point. And to know that I can know the person I'm sending it to, that they'll do a good job with this patient that, you know, is my patient, that now I'm sharing with you to fix this problem. You have the confidence. We have a broad geography. We're 2 different counties or more than that. And so it's the access to the doctors, ready access. There's no waiting time. We have all availability to get you in and get you seen.
Gulf Orthopaedics has partnered with Infirmary Health. And what that has done is given a huge amount of resources. And by that I mean the number of facilities that they have spread out over Mobile and Baldwin counties. Infirmary has ERs, they have doctors' clinics, not only for the orthopedic surgeons, but for the 100 medical specialists in DMC. They have MRIs all over Mobile and Baldwin counties and diagnostic imaging centers. They have physical therapy, they have inpatient and outpatient surgery, they have hospitals, of course. So that entire network brings to play a huge resource taking care of athletes.
We are so lucky to get to do what we do. We get to become part of a team. Man, these schools and parents and administrators and coaches, I mean, they're really gracious in how they let us become kind of part of their program.
Game day for the athlete is game day for me too. But that kind of ignores all the practice and preparation that went into that game. Show me where you got hit. Did it swell up on you or anything? For the sports medicine program, we're working behind the scenes. Does that hurt you there? To do a lot more than just treat injury. We're also trying to prevent injury.
I think it really is one of the really interesting and valuable parts of our sports medicine team here is all of our orthopedic trained physicians, and that's our surgeons and our non-operative physicians, all have different backgrounds as far as our training goes. We trained at different centers across the country. And so we bring a lot of different perspectives on how to treat certain injuries and a lot of different techniques that we may have learned along the way.
When you get to see one of us and we have the opportunity to help you out, you have to realize that it's not just me, it's the practice. And I have just a small part of it, but we rely on the group to formulate a collective plan that everybody would say, yeah, that's the right move for this patient.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. How's your pain?
Being patient-centered is really what drove us to start Gulf Orthopaedics. You have to look at the patient as a whole, not just that they have this broken bone, but what is their situation at home? Who's helping them? Can they have that, joint replacement? It's not just about scheduling the surgery. It's about looking at the whole atmosphere around the patient before you decide about surgery or not surgery, or can they get the physical therapy? What's their transportation? There's lots of things that go into it besides, black and white. This is broken, we need to fix it. So I think you got to look at the whole patient.
It's been a lot of fun building a group of surgeons and mid-levels and staff that all are on the same page on let's work together to to do whatever the patient needs. And that's our North Star. We aren't perfect, but we wake up every day on how can we get better. And that goes across the board. Doctors are going to courses every year on learning newest techniques and what's working, what's not working, what to pivot on, and it goes from top to bottom. We want to develop and encourage everybody on how can we be the best every day and try to get better. We've had the stories on the dad who puts the picture of him walking his daughter down the aisle because of the hip replacements, or the person who's able to go back and support their family with a full-time job because before they couldn't walk or stand up for more than 3 hours at a time, and now they're back as a nurse in the hospital and providing for their family. We're real fortunate to hear those kind of stories every day, and it's a whole lot of fun to be a part of it.